It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And up next is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey, who's been stepping up to the challenges all season, now with 8 interceptions. It's the Jets and the Pats under the lights.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight. So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Flushed out right.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed, and he'll get the... about the 12-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put... And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this out to the 25. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Pets are going to get there. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Let's go now.
Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Terrell Bernard. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and he'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the first down. They begin the drive with Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. When you talk about this Jets defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deron Payne, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jets at 4 and 6 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put down.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And some room to work. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. To the 43, 2nd down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. We are in for a good one as we're through. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll set up to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the 1st half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this 1st half of play. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. New England trying to get a place on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
2nd down and 4.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Milton Williams
in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And this one is right down the middle, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw.
Complete right side to Hyatt.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Two yards still to go. Third down now. Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to go up top again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. He'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. And even in today's age of offense, that's a number that's meaningful to quarterbacks. It's not an easy plateau to get to. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go, go!
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Let's go!
Brown, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Patriots 7-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Elijah Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Offside, defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty?
That penalty
when you
is
picked up the
declined.
first down through hard work and effort anyway. First down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun, Bigsby.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw.
He's good.
And I think the ball's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Peterson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
At the 31, a gain of 16. Brings up 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England's offense set to go.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll look to throw again.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Kyron Williams. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Patriots 18.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The offense on third down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is third down and 12. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
This is taken at the 23 and fights through one man. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peterson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick-6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Patriots now down by 12, 43 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Jets, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.